Peace, blessings, and love, YouTube. It's your boy CNCD TV coming back at y'all with another one. I was just watching a podcast. Brother Sub-Zero. He's out of Harlem or whatever. He got a nice podcast where he talk about different stuff. But around the time when Alpo died or whatever, you know what I mean. Sub-Zero, he used to live in the same projects as Alpo, so he made a podcast just talking about Alpo before the snitching, Alpo before the ratting or whatever, the Alpo that he remembered, the Alpo that he knew. And man, it was just hilarious as hell. He tell a lot of stories about when the dude was younger. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day in the 80s. And then he tell a lot of stories about since he been home. You know what I'm saying? And I thought what was funny, it was like he said when he got home, like the brother was stuck in 89. He's like, I swear, Alpo, his brain stuck at 89. He think it's 89. He's like, you can still catch Alpo at 3 o'clock in the morning pulling up on his motorcycle, talking about some vroom, vroom, vroom. Have it or you want it. Have it or you need it. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Collecting money at 3 in the morning, revving up the engine, waking up the whole project. I thought that shit was hilarious as hell, cause like that's funny. Like when a brother get locked up, you know what I'm saying, and lose that many years. If you get locked up at 89, when you get out of your mind, it's still 89. Your hustle, the music that you know what I'm saying, the music that you bump. If y'all ain't see it, he was still on his Harley Davidson with some MCM gear on. Like, you know what I'm saying? The brother was stuck at 89, man. I thought that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I suggest y'all check out the podcast, man, because if you want to look into the mind of a 80s dope boy, Sub-Zero broke it down. He broke it down in detail. And I ain't talking about some, yeah, Alpo got what he wanted. Yeah, he got his payback for Rich Porter and all that. I ain't saying that. I agree with all that. But I'm saying if you want to actually look into the mind of an 80s dope boy, look into that Sub-Zero podcast, because he break down the detail, like how Alpo moved when he got home and how he moved before he got home. You know what I mean? Even saying he remember his days when Alpo would pull up in the projects so tired from hustling, he would take his 45, he'd take his chrome 45 out and put it on his motherfucking car tire and go to sleep on a project bench with $30,000, $40,000 in jewelry on. And be sleep on that bench for hours, and when nobody touch his car, when nobody touch his gun, or when nobody touch his jewelry. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother status of kingpin. And that's a whole nother status of just, how can I put it? A whole nother status of how the 80s dope boys used to move. And I just thought that, you know what I'm saying, it was hilarious, because I remember dope boys that used to move like that, because I was born in the 70s, so I got a chance to see it. And a lot of the youngsters ain't get to see it, you know what I mean? Ever since y'all been grown, like, motherfuckers hustle off of phones, motherfuckers, you know, they do all that weird hustling like they do now, but back in the day, it wasn't like that. Like, you literally had to go outside, you had to go to a block or projects to take that motherfucker over. So, you get a good understanding of, like, how niggas like that move listening to the Sub-Zero podcast. But, like I say, I believe that Alpo got what he wanted. I ain't saying he didn't, but like I say, it's also interesting to look into the mindset of how people like that move. You know what I mean? Because he did come from a cutthroat era. He came from the 80s dope wars. You know what I'm saying? During the Reagan administration, the 80s dope wars. But I thought it was interesting. But anyway, I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. You know, I don't like to make my videos too long-winded. Plus, I'm on my way somewhere anyway. But peace, blessings, and love to y'all YouTube family. It's your boy CNCD TV. Like, comment, subscribe. Help me to get my numbers up. Peace, blessings, and love. Shalom.